Hello and welcome to episode 219 of This Week at GearReport 219. It's hard to believe we've done that many episodes, but we have, and enjoy the current format for now. I think we're going to change it up in the new year. We're going to go episodic and have more interviews, less just random chit chat and talking about things that have been previously reviewed, things that are going to be reviewed soon, and things like that. So I think for tonight, I was really actually, let me see if I can fix the, seems to be out of focus. Almost, I pushed it just a little too far. Nope. Let's see if that works. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so tonight, what we're going to do, unfortunately, I ran out of time. I have an article up. I'm going to tell you what it is. I thought it was going to get published in time, and I just ran out of time. I ended up running over to Jose Juan's to help a little bit of consulting on the work he's doing on his Bridgeport milling machine. And when I got back, I just ran out of time. I was hoping to talk about the Stern Defense RAB ad. It's the detachable buffer and buttstock assembly for AR style rifles. This is an article that TJ put together from a review, and I just didn't quite get that to the point that it's ready to publish. Not to say there's anything wrong with it. I just didn't have enough time to go through everything and make sure it was shipshape and ready to go. So therefore, it's sitting on hold until I can get to it. So let's see, man, these pages, I'm trying to load some pages so I can show you something specific, and the pages just do not want to load. All right, there's a link I can drop in here. I'm kind of pre-populating a couple things I'm going to share with you here in a minute. It looks like I'm flying solo tonight, which means we're going to kind of power through this, try to make kind of a quick show of it. And since I didn't get any of those written reviews published, I don't think we have anything. Do we have anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something on the guitar side that I was going to talk about. I do want to show you something else that's kind of related to that. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that right now. So I have to step across the room and grab a product. I'm going to bring it back and show it to you because I have been very intrigued by it. Well. You know what my dad used to say, Gun Snob? He'd say, well, that's an awful deep topic for a shallow-minded person. And he didn't even know you, so that's kind of weird. Haven't seen this show in a month of Sundays. I think that is probably accurate. So I'm going to grab something. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Now, this is something that would probably be better shown to everyone from a different angle, but we're going to go with what we can do here easily. There we go. I can figure out how to get it out of the box appropriately. It looks way better when it's plugged in, but check out this dual soldering station. We have on one side, it's the thicker tips. You know, sometimes you really do need to just use the tip, and it needs to be tiny so you don't wreck things. I mean, we've all had that problem, right? Being careful not to wreck things with the tip. So this is a tiny tip if you're doing like some micro soldering, and then like on circuit boards, if you're doing something a little bit bigger, like for me, that would be guitar parts, pickups, that kind of thing. Maybe wiring up something in the Humvee. It has a digital display where you can set the temperatures independently. And here's something cool. When you set it back in place, it goes into a sleep mode and the temperature drops dramatically. As soon as you pick it up and are ready to use it, it automatically goes up to whatever your pre-programmed temperature is. Super, super cool setup. I am so stoked about this. I'm going to do some videos where I have it plugged in. I think I already have one showing the sleep function. But I will work on some other demo videos, maybe with the overhead camera. I think that's going to be pretty good. All right, what are we talking here? We have G-Webs here for a well-prepared and thoroughly researched show full of info. Good. We've actually got a little bit of that, and then we've got some other stuff. Yeah, you may be lost. No, we're going to mix it up. We have some, that was kind of a well-researched thing. I've used it. I installed a couple guitar pickups using that. Or I did something else actually with it. I just remembered what it was. It was work on the glasses that I did where I had to kind of melt something and move it back into place. It worked absolutely. No one needs that many solder guns in the streets. I know. But speaking of solder guns, like I always had, it's just a cord that came into the long handle and it had like a little dial on it for temperature. And I always sucked at soldering, and I'm still not great at it. But then I got a digital controlled one where you can just hit the temperature you want, and it'll go to that temperature. And my soldering got exponentially better. And now this one where I have the fine needle one and the larger one, and I can set the temperatures independently. Like there are a lot of advantages to this one that, I mean, unfortunately, I don't have many projects that I actually need a solder gun right at this moment. I did just install new pickups in this gray and black Gibson SG back there, but I don't have anything else I'm dying to do at the moment. So I may have to just come up with something so I can shoot some videos and show off that, because it so far appears to be a pretty amazing tool. So let's see, what else can we talk about here? Something arrived, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Let me find how to share the screen here. We will present, share screen. We'll do the entire screen, the second side here, second monitor. And here we'll share. Here's what we're going to look at. And I think we're going to see a little bit more of this moving forward, where if we don't have a lot of recently published reviews, we may talk about things that have arrived. So we're kind of in the reviews coming soon section. And this is something very different than I typically do, but a brand sent me a sampler pack of 7 different types of flavored sparkling water. And here's, so those are what they look like: is Power, Energy, Defend, Focus, Dream, Rescue, and Beauty. Clearly, I know what you're thinking. Like, look at him. He's already drank the Beauty one. But look at this. It's actually still in here. They're all here. And I thought maybe I'd get one out. I don't want to do Energy. Like, what would I want to do at this time of night? When the show's over, I go to bed. So I got to be careful what I do. I don't want to do the pre-workout. That's the True Power. I don't want to do that before going to bed. There is a sleep blend. I may save that and do that as we get a little further into the show. The Glow blend they call Beauty. Yeah, I don't think I need that one either. I think I've like bathed in it already. Focus. It's hard to argue against me needing Focus. The Energy I don't want to do at night. Rescue is a detox blend. Anytime I hear the word detox, I think of having an explosion, and it kind of scares me. So I don't think I want to drink that one right before going to bed. Defend is the immunity blend. And I was just reading right before the show that a friend came down with the Rona and has not been feeling well, and it's impacting his hunting season. So that got me thinking maybe the immunity blend would be a good one to do. So I had these all in the refrigerator so that I can open one here shortly. And I may just go ahead and do that. I think that's what I'm going to do, is the spin it around so we can see what it looks like here. It's called True, TRU, Defend. And this one should be pineapple, which is pretty exciting. I like pineapple. I like pineapple with coconut even better, but unfortunately I don't see that. Let's see. What do we got here? G-Web says, I can send you broken things for you to fix. You can send me, that is a true statement. You can send me broken things to fix. Now, whether I will actually fix them or am even capable of fixing them is a completely different and unrelated discussion. I'm not sure I'd really trust me to actually fix the stuff. I'm not that skilled. I can do basic soldering. That's about it. Drink the sleep and detox one after the other. See how long you can stay awake. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different options. But here's what we're going to do. The true flavored water, seltzer water, and this is the Defend, and it should be pineapple. So let's go ahead and crack this open and see what it looks like here. All right. It's always a bonus for me when I pour it and it doesn't exactly look like urine already. That's kind of the problem with some of the beers that are kind of a dark yellow. It's like, all right, looks like someone peed in the cup. But it's not the case here. It is just a little bit too light. It says Defend. That'd make a great commercial for this, wouldn't it? Let's see. That is interesting. It's a very light hint of pineapple, and I'm not sure what I'm tasting in here. Immunity blend. It has carbonated water, erythritol, pineapple juice concentrate, citric acid, natural flavor, ascorbic acid, that's vitamin C, right? Stevia extract, that's going to be a sweetener if I'm not mistaken. Monk fruit extract. That is interesting. Here we go. True Defend. Here's what it looks like. It's not what I would call like a soft drink. It's not oversweet. But it does have some flavor. It's a flavored, sparkling water. That's what it tastes like. All right, with any luck, that will help boost my immunity so I don't have any issues. And we're gonna work our way through the rest of them at some other time. I thought a couple other things I could share with you. This one showed up yesterday as well. Energy Squares from Quantum Energy. And let's look through. We have 4 different types in here. Let's have a look at each of them. Peanut butter dark chocolate. That looks super intriguing as an energy square. Oh, caramel almond sea salt. Or is it caramel? Leave a comment. Caramel, caramel. I grew up with caramel. I just revert to caramel, but it clearly says caramel. So there we go. Caramel almond sea salt. Dark chocolate with pink Himalayan salt. I don't care what color the salt is. Dark chocolate and salt is surprisingly like way better than I would have thought. Salted peanut butter crunch. So the idea with each of these is that it has some caffeine in it and organic. I want to say, okay, 10 grams of protein, natural caffeine. It says no crash. So that would be a good thing. But if you have any of these different dietary sensitivities, then you'll be happy to know it's non-GMO, 10 grams of protein, gluten-free, certified plant-based, 100 grams of organic caffeine equals 8 ounces of coffee, no sugar or alcohols. So there we go. That's a long list of different things in here. I'm not going to open and eat one of these because I've eaten too much already this evening. I will probably do like an overhead camera view video here shortly where I break each one of these open, cut a piece off, taste it, describe what it tastes like. But that's something else that arrived that we'll look at soon. Let's see. No one has time for all them syllables. Well, sorry to hear that. So I've got to stage products where they're easier to get to. The last one, I think, you know what, we're going to do 2 more that we're just going to talk about real quick. This one, Hideaway, is what it's called. Hydaway, Hideaway. And you can see it illustrated on the box here in the collapse mode. And then in the expanded mode, it has a little carrying case with a little carabiner you can leave on the carrying case, or you can clip it directly onto your bottle. This folds down out of the way. That folds down and seals it. So now you can see it doesn't want to collapse because it's sealed. When you open that up and it breaks the seal, now the whole thing folds down to pretty much flat. And then now it's going to stay like this. And you can put it in the little carrying case with a nice mountain scene on it. Here we go. Again, from Hideaway. And what do they call this? Collapsible water bottle. Yeah. That's it. Packs flat, expands to be a larger bottle, dishwasher safe, portable, non-toxic, all that good stuff. So there's another one that arrived that we're going to do some more videos on and get that stuff out there. And the last one, you never know what brands are going to ask to send you. This is one I thought was a little entertaining. They call it Loo Ready, which I think is kind of like the English British version of a loo. You see a whole bunch of these packs. Every one of them is identical. It's not a sampler pack. It's all the same thing. It's a flushable toilet seat cover. It's a little thicker and heavier than what you may find as the disposable ones in public restrooms here in the US. So we got a whole bunch of them in here. And I think the idea is, post-COVID, people tend to be a bit more, I don't want to say germophobic, but let's say aware of opportunities to encounter gross things that could potentially make you sick. Having your own cover to put on a toilet seat before you sit on it, it is something that could be interesting to people in that regard. So there were 4 items that have arrived that are going to get a little bit more attention in the non-outdoor product kind of area here shortly. So let's see. We've got a couple people left out there. I know Gun Snob's been out vacating, has been traveling a bit, and G-Webs has been cranking out videos left and right. So happy to see those guys stopped in for tonight. Let me see here. Yeah, the pineapple on this True Defend, it's really it's stronger than a hint of pineapple. It's gotten a nice pineapple aftertaste. It's a little bit bolder when it hits your tongue than I was expecting. Oftentimes you get these flavored seltzers, and it's really like, okay, you're telling me it's flavored, but it's not actually flavored. This has actually got some real flavor to it. So kind of impressed with that. And I was going to share the link for that here. If anyone wants to go check it out, the link is in the chat. That is a long link. I don't expect you to copy that, to type it out. And then the other one that I shared in the chat is for these different, the quantum energy squares, if you want to check those out. So that's what we've got for those for this evening for products that are going to be reviewed soon. And I swear I had set something else close by that I wanted to show, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're going to move on from that, and we may be actually wrapping the show up already because we're running out of things to talk about. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. I promise I'm going to get a variety of things published, so we have some real published articles on GearReport.com to talk about next week. We'll look to see you at I nearly forgot to get the ticker up there with the Powered by Sylvan Arms. We do appreciate them being there and supporting us here on This Week at Gear Report. Yeah, we went light on Guitarmageddon. The Humvees haven't gotten any attention in a while. We're gonna talk our way out of the show with Boo ATF up there because they have earned every bit of that. We'll be back next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern here on the East Coast. And until then, we'll see you at the range.